Welcome all board members. Let me first ask you a question. Imagine moving to a state which leads in renewable resources while offering good business incentives and has a very seasoned, skilled labor market in our sector. I'm Dalton Monroe, and today I'm going to be going over why Texas could be an optimal location for EcoWave to move their headquarters. In extensive research on all the different renewable resource sectors in all the 50 states, I came to the recommendation for EcoWave to move our headquarters from Florida to Texas. Texas simply offers some of the best renewable resources, also more business incentives, and a more skilled labor market. These factors position Texas as a superior choice for EcoWave's expansion and growth. Let's get into our first reason. That is Texas's renewable resources advantages. Texas offers both solar and wind energy, which will lower operation costs. Being that Texas is the biggest state, one of the biggest states in the country, that comes with a really good variety of renewable energy sectors. Like in the West Coast, you can do a lot of wind, and in the South, you can do a lot of solar. Compared to Florida, Florida only does really solar. They don't really have a wind sector. Also, Texas leads the country in wind energy production. Here's a graph comparing Texas and Florida renewable resources. The availability of both wind and solar in Texas can reduce operation cost. But that's not the only edge that our company can gain from going to Texas. Now, let's go into the aspect of business incentives. Texas offers a variety of incentives, that including property tax reductions, grants, and rebates that are specifically for renewable energy projects. And it offers way more than Florida would in the aspect of Florida only really deals with solar. So them missing out on the wind is a big advantage for Texas. And here's a graph just comparing both Texas and Florida's different incentives, and you can clearly see that Texas is well above Florida in just about every sector. On business incentives, workforce is key to running a successful operation. Now let's explore Texas's skilled labor market. Texas has some of the leading in the nation's renewable energy resources. That comes from backings too from institutions like Texas A&M and Texas, where Florida kind of lacks in all aspects in that. We, like I said before, we really don't have a wind sector in renewable energy. And this access to trained professionals will offer lowering hiring costs and will definitely have more success in operations. And having access to trained professionals leads to lowering hiring costs and more efficiency in projects. There's a graph just comparing Florida and Texas in specialization of renewable energy and wind production, which you see clearly that Texas blows Florida out of the water in. While Texas offers strong opportunities, let's go over some of the potential challenges. And one would be the cost of relocating. And all businesses know that is just a pure investment. And it will pay off for sure, but that is probably one of the biggest hurdles first in moving to Texas. Next one would be high competition already in Texas. Like we said, it's leading the nation, so it's definitely going to be competitive. But I know with strategic planning and the strength of our team, we can definitely get it done. In conclusion, leveraging Texas's diverse renewable resources, business incentives, and skilled labor market will maximize EcoWave's operational and efficiency with probability. The state's supportive environment aligns well with our mission, allowing to continue expanding our renewable energy sector. My recommendation for the first steps is to do a thorough analysis of the major cities in Texas, like Houston and Austin, and then establishing a transition team to move to those places. Have any further questions? Feel free to stay after, and I'm more than happy to show some of the other research that I found.